What should you know about officials' and interpreters' roles in Finland? When you live in Finland, you interact with many different agencies, like employment offices, social welfare offices, health centers, and Kela. The people working at these agencies are officials employed by the Finnish state or bodies such as your local municipal authorities. When interacting with them, you may often also meet interpreters. In this video, we will explain the roles and responsibilities of Finnish officials and interpreters. The people working in all these agencies are either municipal or state officials. This means that the nature of their work and responsibilities are set in Finnish law. Officials have an absolute responsibility to follow the law. This means that, for example, an official cannot decide for themselves what benefits or services a customer is given. Instead, all decisions made by officials must have a basis in Finnish law. Officials must always act impartially, independently, and fairly. Any political or religious convictions they might hold cannot affect how they perform their official duties. Officials are not allowed to treat specific customers or groups preferentially. You should never try to bribe an official with gifts to get better service or benefits. To ensure that officials treat all customers equally, they have to refuse any gifts that are offered. They are also not allowed to handle matters concerning their family members or other people close to them. When you visit a government agency in Finland, the information you give will be stored in an information system, but will be only used to process your case. The officials who process your case have an obligation to secrecy. This means that officials may never disclose a customer's business to outsiders, no matter if they are at work or during their free time. If you feel that an official has made an incorrect decision or acted wrongfully, please first contact the agency in question to explain your grievances before you do anything else. If you still feel that the matter has not been resolved, you can file a claim for correction or a complaint. Both are processed according to the law, and you will receive a response. If you and an official do not have a common language, you can ask for an interpreter. The interpreter will translate everything said between you and the official you are talking to. The interpreter will not give their own thoughts or opinions, and they are not allowed to explain matters on behalf of the official. They will also not leave anything uninterpreted. It is not the interpreter's role to do things like helping the customer fill in forms after the discussion with the official has ended. Using an interpreter when meeting with an official is free of charge. Although they are paid by the authority, they are not on the official's side. Interpreters are impartial. Interpreters have an obligation to secrecy, meaning that they can never tell outsiders what they have interpreted. It is in your interest to use a professional interpreter when talking to an official. Using a professional interpreter ensures that due process and equal rights are adhered to. In this way, you can be sure that everything has been interpreted correctly. If the interpreter knows the person they would be interpreting for, they must turn down the job. It is not recommended to use a relative, family member, or friend as an interpreter. You shouldn't use your child as an interpreter, no matter how good his or her language skills are. When necessary, officials will call an interpreter to an appointment in advance. You can ask for a female or male interpreter and request that a certain interpreter not be used in your case. The official will do their best to follow your wishes, but this may not always be possible. If there are problems with the interpretation or you do not understand the interpreter, let the official know. You can also ask the official to explain anything they say again. If the interpreter is someone you know, please tell the official before starting the discussion. They can organize another interpreter to ensure that they are impartial and the discussion remains confidential. If you have any questions or something is unclear to you, please do not hesitate to ask the official. It is their job to help you.